Peace and blessings, Joel. It's all dark, and I got on shades. They put the wrong tint on my glasses. I had 3 pairs of glasses. They messed up every single pair. One of them they put a trifocal on when it was supposed to be a bifocal. This one they put the tints on, and the other ones they had the wrong frames on it and the wrong tint. So I'm walking around with shades, progressive shades. These are my first progressives, and so anyway, let me turn the light on. There we go. So I just wanted to come on and talk about resilience and how to balance that. We are not made of stone. So priding yourself for resilience, it's great if you can, handle and take pressure. And they say that when you squeeze the coal, the diamond comes out. But I'm like, if you ain't got that diamond out, how much squeezing you gonna be doing? Maybe there's no diamond in there. You can't keep squeezing. Can't keep squeezing. You use your resilience when need be. When you're faced with adversity, challenges, but you can't keep putting yourself in situations where you're constantly being challenged unless it's for growth. Not just to be having a stressful life to get things. That stuff starts to wear on you, and as you get older, your body is no longer going to produce for you. Human nature to protect ourselves. Your body will adapt. It will do homeostasis to balance out and compensate for other systems in your body that are not working correctly. It will compensate when you keep coming up against fierce weather, when you're coming up against stresses, chemicals, whether it be mental stresses, whether it be physical stresses because you have a hard physical job. But it's only going to do it for so much because it's under the impression that this is what you need to do to survive. And when you start to get older, you're not going to be able to keep that up. And it's going to come in the form of mental fogginess, inflammation, anxiety uncontrolled. Like when nothing's going on and all of a sudden you just hyper sensitive. Like every little thing is bothering you. Because your body has gone so long in this fight or flight mode and this survival mode just to achieve things that in the long run are not going to be beneficial for you, or to produce a type of lifestyle that you can't maintain because you're going to have to keep doing these things. We have to take time, and I'm talking to myself. You have to take time for yourself. You have to always be doing practices that support you. You have to always be surrounding yourself with people that support you, places that support you. And it's like I don't like it because people sitting in their car looking at me. Things that support you. And people will be like, oh, I have to work this job. No, you don't. You take your time and you put yourself in situations so that you could develop peaceful surroundings. It's so important. I'm almost about to come to tears for that. It took me like 24 years to finally get myself in a place where I'm at peace in my surroundings. I'm still not internally at peace. I still have not gathered the elements that I need in my life to be comfortable. Physical, yes. Material, yes. I'm an expert at that. But I'm a very communal person. And I really, really need certain structure around me. Little tears coming out my eye. And I've been without it for so long, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's really wearing on me, because I'm like at this time where I just want to be relaxed, and I don't want to have to depend on what I can produce. I'm so tired of producing. I'm so tired of being the provisioner. I'm so tired of being the one that people come to. And then I'm so tired of not being able to be the one that people come to people that are close to me, because I am expending all my energy to strangers that at the drop of a dime don't care about you, like work and stuff like that. You know, don't appreciate it. And I've actually lost a friend because they needed certain support because of the trauma that they experienced in their life. And I was too busy to be there, but they were there for me when I wanted to dump my stuff. And I really, really appreciate all of the people in my life that are really close to me. I'm transparent all the time, but in order to make certain relationships, like work relationships that are not really personal or intimate, workable, you don't divulge everything. You know, you be transparent so that you're living in your truth, but you don't put all the negativity on strangers and stuff. And my friends, they hear when I'm anxious, they see when I'm at my worst and stuff like that, and they're there for me, and I appreciate them. I don't do it a lot. I have my mom, but I don't have her anymore. And yeah, and I appreciate my siblings because they are there for me in different ways. Some are there for me for advice. Some are there for me when it comes to financial things. And I know that at any time, if I needed to, I could show up and live with them. I know that all of them would accommodate me. And I just want to express how grateful I am. And I just want everyone to know that you don't have to be on 124 hours a day. You have to give yourself some grace. The way that you are putting out, you need to make sure that you are taking in righteousness, peace, love, wonder, supportive surroundings and people. Because in this world, especially where we live, and I'm going to say where everybody lives, it's the good and the bad, and a lot of people come with a lot of attachments, the seen and unseen. There's a lot of things that are constantly working against us, especially in the United States. Like, for profit, anything goes. And I see it getting better. And if you're aware, you can make it better, because then you could choose. People make excuses all the time about how they can't afford certain things, and they can't. You could eat broccoli, beans, and rice every day, and get a nutritious meal out of that, and have it fresh and organic. You know, maybe you don't live in a certain place, or if you're disabled and you can't fix the things, that's different. And you need people, you know, in your life to be able to accommodate or provision things for you. But if you are physically able and you make $10 an hour, I remember I made $3.15 an hour, and I was able to make vegan meals, beans, rice all the time. Dry beans are not that expensive. I made beans, rice, and a vegetable all the time. I made sure that I shopped at places where I got bruised items for cheap. You could do whatever it is that you set your mind to. Just the way that you could set your mind to have a poverty mindset and be like, oh, you know, this is the only thing around me. Even in the inner city, there's some type of produce. You know what I mean? Even if you just eating fruit, it would be better than eating canned food and stuff like that. And you don't even have to cook it. People tell me all the time, oh, I don't know how to cook. I can't cook. I was like, so then you should be eating raw salad. Like, go get you a bag of salad every day and put an egg on it. Everybody know how to boil an egg. It's just everybody got their excuse and they want to do what's easy. And at the end of the day, we'll choose to do something hard for material things and choose to do something easy to feed our souls and to have sustenance for our bodies. And that's not going to last. Your body is resilient and it will struggle because it thinks that you're in fight or flight, or it thinks that it has to survive. And we're so blessed to live in a time where we don't have to survive. 100 years ago, you would have had to produce everything that you ate, or you probably wouldn't have ate it. 100 years ago, you might have died in a cold winter because you wasn't able to produce the wood to go inside of your furnace. You know, like, we are blessed, and we make things hard for ourselves by the mindsets that we take, by the concepts that we adhere to. So I want you to, like, take some time and give yourself some peace and some grace, and maybe even restructure the people that you're surrounded with. That's what I'm working on now. I'm finally at a place where I'm physically at peace, materially at peace, but I miss my village. I've always had people living around me, and usually not the best of people, because I was helping people, you know. But they did the best that they could with who they were and what they knew to be as good as they could around me. And I feel like I've put out so much, and it's time for me to have the support that I need. And that's what my prayers are, to have the support, have people surround me, and I don't want to run off. I run off all the time. I don't want to run away again. I want to pray and then have the Most High move me where I need to be moved, or move people to me that need to come to me. Because I'm always, like, moving ahead of the blessings, trying to have certain people around me, and most of the time they're not even supposed to be around me. That's why they're not around me. So I'm really trying to be still and have what I need to bring me more peace. And I just want to thank all my friends and family, and this is just like a healing word, a healing conversation, because people be going through stuff, the seen and the unseen, and we need to be reminded that we need to put our armor on. We need to be saying our mantras of gratitude, our mantras of protection, our mantras in our prayers, and just asking to be covered at all times. It should be like a habit that you do all the time. It should be something that you're whispering to yourself and speaking out loud all the time, because stuff is coming at you. Even when unintentionally, people are carrying things. They're carrying their traumas. They're carrying their dramas. They're carrying unseen attachments. It's wild out there, and depending on where you work and how much traffic you see, how you carry yourself, how you practice purifying yourself, and being around people that make you more aware of being better, or if you're at a point where you want to be aware of being better. I wish these things for you. I pray these things for you. Not wish. I pray these things for you. That this awareness comes into your life, and that in every waking moment you're thinking about your peace and not making excuses not to have it. And if that means removing or adding to, that should be on the front burner. On the front burner. So again, I'm so grateful. I was grateful I got up late. I was up all night. Stress, anxiety. But when I slept in, I got to see the sun at 9 o'clock. I was so happy. I know you see me wearing these shades, but like I told you, they put the wrong tint on my glasses. But I was so happy. If you could just take 30 seconds out of every 4 hours of your day to sit and do some deep breathing in through your nose and hold it for like 4 seconds, and you give a purse slip, blow it out, or sigh it out. Help activate those neurotransmitters that give you the natural serotonin and dopamine instead of being in front of the screen all day. Talking to myself, I be in front of the screen all the time because I don't have physical interaction with the people I desire to be around. I'm a physical person. That's why I'm a nurse. That's why all the times that you knew me, I was working with somebody. I'm hands-on massage therapy. I'm physical. I miss physicality and intimacy of friendships and relationships. I miss my people so bad. I'm about to start crying. So I just wanted to share that with you. If we all cut from the same cookie dough, my people's, the resonance is there. Wintertime is hard. It gets dark. It's like getting cold. It's cuffing season now. Let me stop. But that's all I wanted to say. Just be aware of yourself. Be aware that you are not a stone. Don't keep the pressure on yourself. 24 hours a day. Give yourself grace. Peace and blessings.